From Setoo, Noam.
Good morning. Every time a consumer is buying a travel product online, there's a chance of something going wrong, and therefore a potential for selling insurance. However, when I talk with the online marketeers, they complain that conversions are quite low. Only 1 in 20 goes out of their shop with an insurance product. The problem, they tell me, is that the insurance products that they sell today are outdated. People don't like the insurance products, they don't understand them, and many times they don't tap to the actual concern of the consumers, which practically means that if you are an online business selling products, travel products, it means that you are missing on a big opportunity. So one might ask, well, Noam, why exactly are you here? This is a travel tech, not an insurtech product. Well, the reason is that I believe that the ones that need to create insurance products are not insurance companies, but actually the people that understand the consumer, interact with the consumer, know their concern. And that's you guys. How can you do that? Let me introduce you to Setoo. At Setoo, we build a platform, a SaaS-based platform, that allows online businesses, like online travel agents, to create their own unique, delightful insurance product. What is the delightful insurance product? Well, first of all, it needs to be relevant, tap to the specific concern. Then it needs to be very simple and trustworthy. And third, it needs to be hassle-free. By integrating to an external data sources, we are able to know when something bad happens to the consumer and therefore allow them to get compensation without even a claim process. Let's see a live example of that. We are live with a French customer that sells campings. Consider a consumer that is traveling for a camping site in the south of France. They are concerned that in June, when they want to do the planning, there might be rain. They scroll a bit down and they get a proposal that is super relevant to their concern, which is 3 days before the travel, our platform will identify if there's a forecast for rain, and if there is a forecast for rain, will allow you to cancel with no questions. A few months after, unfortunately, June is a rainy month, and 3 days before the consumer has to go on a trip, he gets an SMS. Dear sir, unfortunately, it seems that 3 out of the 7 days that you're going to be on vacations are going to be rainy. You are now allowed to cancel your vacation and get your money directly back to your credit card. But this is just one out of many types of products that our platform allows our customers to build for their consumers, products that are personalized and delightful. The products, after very simple API integration into the customer journey, we allow our customers to start selling and building multiple variants of products within seconds. Basically, what we do is we provide them a wizard by which they are able to create new products. They are able to define what needs to go wrong, what will be the price of the product, what will be the compensation, and how is the communication going to look like. In order to build that, what we did in the last 3 years is we invested in 4 different assets. The first asset is the platform. We call it the fastest factory on earth for creating insurance products that are fully automated, from pricing, proposal management, underwriting, and claim management. Everything happens automatically. The second asset is the pricing, which basically allows us to price product according to the specific risk of the specific firm. So our friend in France that got a price proposal, the price proposal was according to the specific event, which is the rain in June in that specific site. The third one is the insurance. We are regulated as an MGA, Managerial General Agent, which practically means that we are allowed to sell insurance around Europe, and we have relationship with insurance companies that gives us the autonomy to create the full life cycle of insurance all by our own. And the last thing is the marketing. We give a set of tools to our marketers in order to allow them to build their own unique products, helping them with machine learning capabilities, which practically allows you to give an amazing products. Our business model is based on a contribution margin that we're doing per policy sold. We are live in Europe. We are operating, our customers are selling products in 7 different countries, and I'm happy to say that next year we are going to the US. We are a team of 28 people in London, Paris, and Tel Aviv, and we are both people from a development background, insurance background, and travel background. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Noam.
I've got a whole lot of questions, but I'll start with the sort of obvious one, which don't you have just a wicked adverse selection problem here, where people are going to want to insure against the thing that's most likely to happen, and that you're not going to know if it's something about me? I mean, I might be a guy, I was trying to come up with a good example, but I might be a guy who likes to, steal food from dogs, and so I get bitten by dogs all the time. You don't know that, but I might insure myself against my vacation getting ruined because I get bitten by a stray dog. I mean, how do you possibly price? You surely there's parameters. Sorry, that was a dumb example. Surely there's parameters you have to put around things.
Okay, we'll need to check the issue with the dog later, but basically the way that we operate is the following. It's not as if we are allowed to protect everything on earth that might happen. We have a set of products. We have a qualification process by which we start building products around specific events. For example, weather is a very easy one, right? We have an event. It's external. It's not related to your behavior or disbehavior, and we are able to protect you against this event. Another thing could be around things like flights, right? If a flight is delayed, like one of the products were here. So you can think about a flight delay or a missing connection. This does not relate to the way that you behave. The way that we do that is basically we integrate with external data sources, which allows us to do a few things. We allow us, A, to study the historical behavior and therefore predict what's going to be the probability of that happening, and therefore doing a precise pricing. And B, it allows us to know in real time if something bad happened to you, and therefore compensate you without even you needing to do a claim around that.
Just one follow. Okay, I'll use your rain example. I guess to my point, I understand why I'm going to insure against rain in the south of France in the rainy season, but for the business to work, don't you need people to be insuring against rain in the dry season too? I mean, if people only insure when they know it's going to rain, I'm having trouble understanding.
Expensive.
It's just price just makes it expensive then.
I guess, but then nobody buys it.
Right.
But didn't
if I may answer that question, because it's an important one, that's very much true. But you can think about the following situation, that if I sell you a rain guarantee in the dry season in Saudi Arabia, you most probably won't buy it. However, if I offer you in south of France, you might buy it, and I can tell you something, the price will be very, very low because it's correlated to probability over there. So it might cost you 1, 2, 3 euros. If you go and buy the same insurance in Edinburgh during May, it's probably going to cost you half of your vacation. So our ability to tailor the exact price to the exact event and then deciding in real time if that is product to propose, that's part of the magic that we are doing.
So I feel like the industry has tried to solve this with the cancel anytime, any reason policies. So you have the flight insurance, that's pretty well established. And then you have sort of the cancel anytime, which sort of says, actuarially speaking, let's just price it a bit higher and not worry about all this. Mm-hmm. What is the benefit of creating lots of additional rules beyond, just having a cancel for any reason policy at a higher price? Do you think the actuarial models can actually get good enough on these other things to create value?
A perfect question. So basically, first of all, there is the issue of the price. The price of a cancel for any reason is much higher than the price of the products that we do, because at the end of the day, if you have ability to cancel for any reason, it depends on you. Second, there are many times that consumers are tapping and looking for other types of possibilities to that they have a problem. It might be, by the way, that you don't need to cancel. If you go on a vacation and it rains 3 out of 7 days, you will just pay your post-mortem for that vacation, for the ruined vacation.
Thank you very much, Noam.
Thanks, Noam.
Thank you.